Welcome to my house. You know where I live. You know what we is.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Ty here, back with another budget deck profile. And here we got a lot of fan favorite, Himiko Toga. This chick is crazy. Anyways, this is one deck that is really neat, really fun. A lot of people are gonna enjoy it. I think even with full power, she is going to be definitely a meta call that a lot of people are going to enjoy. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed, make sure you do, and make sure you click your notification on so you can be up to date when I release more videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Himiko Toga. Himiko Toga is a 7-hander, 20 health. New character from Crimson Rampage, which is My Hero Academia Set 2. And I mean, this character is really neat, actually. You would think, oh, 7-hander and she has 20 health. Oh man, she should be easy to kill. Yeah, that's what you think. She has death, evil, and life. These symbols are really good. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. We are actually building this deck off of the life symbol. All right, so let's get right into it. Himiko Toga says, enhance, lose 1 health as the cost. Your attack is +1 speed. If your attack is blocked, your rival loses 1 health and your next attack is +1 speed. This cannot reduce your rival below 1 health. So this card cannot kill your opponent based on her effect, okay? So let's get that out the way. Then we have response twice per turn. After your rival loses health, gain 1 health, draw 1 card, and discard 1 card. So this is what makes her pretty neat. One, she's minusing, but then she's plussing, gaining her life back. Then she gets the ability to, she makes you lose a life. She makes you pay. First off, with this one, she makes you pay for blocking. And then if you don't block, you're gonna take damage, and you're gonna lose life. And then this one is when you lose life, she'll gain that life back and then gets to draw a card, look at what she does not want. It might be a dead card, and discard it. So this card is going to be, she's really nice. She gets to sculpt her hand, so it's really good. So let's get into the profile. 4 of her common card, Knife Slice. Knife Slice, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 1 mid block, really good mid block. The speed is 5 and it's a low attack, and the damage is a 5. Like, ouch. Okay, it's a weapon card. Woo! This is a vicious card. When you see this, you kind of get nervous. It's not just this. Here's the other reason why. Enhance. The next time your rival loses health, this combat phase, they lose 1 health and you gain 1 health. Okay, and then Deadlock Enhance. Your rival loses 2 health. So that is, you know, once you get into Deadlock, it can kill you, by the way. These effects can kill you. So if your opponent is at 2 life and they decide to, you know, let's say they decide to block, they lose that life, they go to 1, and then this one says, oh, they lost a life, they lose another, game. They're at 2 life, yeah, dead. So really neat. This card is really working, and it has a lot of crazy combos with it. Really nice. So you'll check it out with Himiko. You'll make it a 6 low, and if it takes if they take damage, they're just gonna keep going. It's gonna lose. I would like to point something out real quick that I think a lot of people don't pay attention to. Let's say you guys do block. Let's say your rival does block this, right? Okay, remember, this is still floating. This ability is still floating. It says the next time they lose. So you can, well, I mean, if they block, they lose it like that. But there's other ways too. If they decide to block another way, let's say you use it for another character that does not make them lose for blocking, this will still trigger if they lose life later on in that, during that combat phase. So I'll explain that a little bit later, but moving on. Then we got 4 0 gravity lift. So this is neat. This comes from set 1, charge and throw. It's a throw attack, so it's gonna deal damage no matter what. Why this is really crazy is because with Himiko, you give it +1 speed. So it's like, hey, you're gonna take damage anyway. The question is, do you want to block it, lose a life, and still take more damage? Or are you just gonna take 6 to the face? You know what I mean? So if they block it, it's gonna take damage rounded up. So it's gonna still deal damage. Matter of fact, if they block it, it'll partial block it. It will be a 3, but it's gonna take damage. They block it, they'll lose another life. I mean, it just, so they'll still take 4. You know, they'll actually take 4. They'll lose 4 in total. So the other thing is, this card allows you to extend your play. So if it ends up dealing damage, which it more than likely will, it's going to go into your momentum face up, and then you can use it to where you can extend your plays. It has a momentum enhance. Momentum means it has to be in the momentum. Remove, so you remove it from the game, and then after your attack resolves, add it to your momentum. And it says your attack, not this attack. So that's different. Next, we're gonna have another throw. This is overhead reversal, which came out of set 2. It's also a low, 3 low for 4. Has the ability enhance. Build 1 foundation with a printed difficulty of 0 from your discard pile, committed. So you come out, you bring a foundation, you look for a 0 diff, which you'll have, and it comes in committed. So it allows you to, without even having to build, it allows you to keep building, and it's a throw. So it's gonna deal damage no matter what. That's what, it's a really annoying card to deal with. It's a really annoying deck. Next, we have 4 Naval Laser Charge. Naval Laser Charge is really neat. It's also a low, and it's a 5 damage. Charge, range, weapon. Not that those matter. They're just keyword traits. This enhance. Enhance, discard a momentum, which you're going to have momentum. Gain 3 health. Self-explanatory. Just constantly just surviving. She's just going to take it a lot longer to kill, believe it or not. Enhance, if you have flipped a foundation during this enhanced step, your next attack this turn gets +1 speed, +1 damage. Self-explanatory. Really good card. It's really good. Next, we have the final. This is also another kill shot, which, if you have looked at my Midoriya version 2 deck, I use this as a kill shot. This also is a kill shot. Same thing in this deck. The powerful 2, you can give it +1 speed, so it becomes a 4 speed, and then however many foundation that you have that have the same name, the same copy, you give it +1 for each one. So it just really buffs up, and it gets really fast, really annoying, and it can really help end games. Next, we have 3 self-sacrifice. I don't really need to explain this, but pretty much it's destroy 1 foundation. This enhance destroy 1 foundation as the cost. This attack is +1 speed, or +1 damage or -1 damage. So if you have all those throws, you can just start buffing your damage. She's gonna be able to build a lot, so you will be able to just destroy those foundations. It will really help a lot. So there goes that. Next, we have 2 infinite potential. Infinite potential is really neat because 1, I think I run a lot of high blocks in this deck, and this allows you to change it. It says response flip. After your rival plays an attack, change the zone to a high. So as soon as they play, it goes response, you flip this over and say change it to a high. So if there was another Toga deck that was sitting there throwing a lot of lows, and I'm like, okay, I have nothing but highs, I can't block it like this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it and I can get it off. Next, we have 2 of Bonds of Friendship. Now, I know this looks weird. I just didn't have an extra copy of it. This is actually from the demo deck. I believe you can still use the demo deck cards. I could be wrong with that, but literally nothing's really changed. Everything is just kind of like the placement, the border, and all that other stuff. It looks a little bit more plain. Some people actually like it. Anyways, simple. Fury attack, flip, enhanced flip. This spear attack gets -3 damage, but we also use it for the 6 check. We also use it for the block, so it's really good. Next, we run 4 of high value target. High value target, I explained it in the Midoriya version 2. Pretty much when blocking, because her being low health, you're going to be doing a lot of blocking, a lot of surviving and stuff, and this allows you to survive. 1, not because of the destroying part, the response before one of your foundations would be destroyed due to a rival's effect. Destroy this card, not that one mainly, but because this counts as 2 foundations when blocking, when you need to pass a block. So it's a really good card. Fan favorite, Wall Cling. This comes from set 1. It is an uncommon. Flip this attack. If this attack is blocked, it deals no damage. So no matter what, the attack does not deal damage. If this by effect where it says if this attack is blocked, your rival loses life, that's different. That's by an effect, not by damage. But if it's by damage, and if it says, hey, if they completely block it, it still deals 1. I was taught that no always beats yes. So if this one's saying that it can do it, this pretty much says no matter what, it's not dealing no damage if I block this. No matter whether I partial block it, full block it, it deals no damage. So this card helps you just survive. Any means necessary, self-explanatory. Again, I mainly use this for the response. Don't really care for the commit part. For it to be a foundation, I use it because Toga does discard a card. So you draw a card. Pretty much, if you have 6 cards in hand, you'll lose a life. I mean, you'll gain a life, draw a card, have this in your hand, you discard the card, and then you'll get the response, draw another card. So you'll pretty much replace the card that you discard. Well, you replaced it already, and then you'll get a +1 because of this. So this card is really neat. That's what we mainly use it for, which is after you discard this card during the enhanced step, draw 1 card. Oh, sorry, never mind. I correct that. Sorry, I made a mistake. It says during the enhanced. That's during the block step. Her resolution is after a block. That's that. 2, encouraging training partner. Really good because this card, 1, has the ability to flip. Don't worry about this part. This is for the Midoriya and Uraka. But that's not what we use it for. We use it for the enhanced. Change this attack speed to 4. So if somebody has just 1,000,000 speed and you're just like, I can't deal with that right now, we're gonna change this to 4. You can also change your own attack speed to 4. So if they somehow lower your speed, you can be like, hey, I'll do that. And then if you haven't used Toga's ability to give it +1 speed, it'll make it a 5 speed. So it's really good card. This card, these two, evade and copy. This is neat because 1, the enhanced doesn't matter because it only works for Monoma. But when you attempt to block with this card, return your rival's attack to its printed speed and zone. So if somebody's been changing zones of an attack and the speed is just a gazillion, whatever, this says, hey, I'm gonna play this, change it back to his whatever zone, and then the speed goes back to normal as well. So this card is just good for defense and being able to slow your opponent. Then we got 2, someone with style. This is pretty much self-explanatory. 2 comes from set 1, response destroy. After this, the foundation is committed due to a stun ability. Reduce your rival's attack to 0 speed. Playable while committed. So if they stun you, which stun means when somebody announces stun, it's an enhance, you commit your foundations. You commit foundations due to to whatever the stun rating is. If it's 2, if it's 3, you commit 3. So if this gets stunned, you can destroy this and make their speed to 0. The other thing that's cool is like this. Let's just say you have 2 of these down like this. Their enhance is once per turn, destroy 1 foundation, ready this foundation, playable while committed. So you can be like, I need something to block, or I need some ready foundation. I'll use enhance, I'll pop this one, ready this. So it's really good. So really good card, keep going. 4 of this Recovery Girl's Kiss. This comes from the rival deck. Simple, enhance, flip, gain 1 life. You just flip it, gain a life. So it's just to extend her to stay alive. And it's a 0 diff, so you can recover it from the throw attack that I showed you earlier. 2, floating around my babies. This is a cool card because enhance, remove the top 3 cards of your discard pile. This attack gets +1 damage. So this just allows you to, you're just trying to pump a little more damage. This helps that. You're just removing cards that you're just like, I don't care anyway, I might die or they're gonna die. I need to pump these throw attacks. Last, we have release. Release is neat because enhance, destroy 1 foundation. Your check to block this attack gets +2. Just to help you survive. Comes from set 1. You pop a foundation. Now your check is at +2 when you go to block. So it's just more for defense. And there you have it, y'all. This is my Himiko Toga budget deck build. Like I said, give it a try. Check it out. It's really fun, really neat. It's really annoying to deal with. At full power, she's even more annoying. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions or if you have other suggestions, other ideas of characters that you would like to see on the channel as a budget, then by all means, send a message and keep following, guys. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.